Ever feel like, you're always watching videos online, but not really like learning anything?
Oh, absolutely. I think we've all been there. It's so easy to get sucked in.
So on today's deep dive, we're going to be talking all about this new tool I just came across called Video to Wisdom. And it's supposed to help us actually, learn from all this video content that we're all consuming.
Yeah. So it basically aims to transform us from these passive viewers, which is so easy to be, into active learners, which is, I think, what we all want to be.
Right.
Imagine instead of just watching a video and then immediately forgetting everything, you actually remember it and use it.
That would be amazing. So
Wow.
how does it actually work?
Okay, so basically, Video to Wisdom takes the content from a video, right? Whatever video you're watching, and it converts it to text. Then it uses what's called a large language model, an LLM, to let you interact with that information directly.
Okay, hold on. In English, please, what's an LLM?
Think of it like this. It's a super smart AI that's really, really good at understanding language. So it can actually understand the video. So when you ask it a question, you're not just getting some random answer from the internet. You're getting an answer pulled directly from that video.
You mean I could ask a question about a specific thing I saw in a video, even if it was like an hour long, and it would just tell me?
Exactly.
Right.
And because it understands the actual context of the video, you're not going to be getting generic responses. You're going to be getting insights that are specifically tailored to that video you're watching.
Wow, that already sounds like a total game changer.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you how many times I've wished I could just ask a video a question.
Right. And that is basically what Video to Wisdom is trying to do. It's you can almost have a conversation with your videos.
Okay, you're just showing off now.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Right.
Okay, so tell me more. What does this look like in action?
So, one of the biggest benefits, I think, is that it's a huge time saver. Imagine you need a specific piece of information from a video. Instead of having to scroll back through it, scrub through the timeline trying to find it, you just ask Video to Wisdom and it'll tell you.
Wow, so it's like having a personal assistant for your brain.
Yeah, exactly.
But what about actually using the information, right? Can this thing actually help me do something with what I'm learning?
Absolutely. One of the features of it is they call it actionable summaries. So it's not just giving you a summary, it's giving you action steps.
So it's not just telling me what's in the video, it's telling me what to do with that information.
Yes, exactly. You're watching a TED Talk, right? Say, on negotiating a raise. Instead of just remembering, oh yeah, that was a good TED Talk, you come away with 3 powerful tactics that you can actually use in your next salary negotiation.
Oh, I love that. Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. But can it get even more specific than that? What if I'm watching something with a particular goal already in mind?
Well, that's where Video to Wisdom gets really, really interesting, I think, because it actually lets you set these specific learning goals.
Oh, wow.
So whether you're trying to be a better presenter at work or learn a new piece of software or just, even just be more present, you can actually customize your whole learning experience with it.
Wait, so I can tell it my goal and it's going to tailor the information it gives me to help me actually achieve that.
Yeah. Think about it this way. You're trying to, let's say, you want to be a better public speaker.
Okay.
Right? So you're like, I'm going to watch this video on body language. Okay. But then with Video to Wisdom, you can be like, my goal is to be a more confident speaker, right? So then instead of just giving you a general summary of the video, it will pull out the tips and techniques specifically related to how to have confident body language.
It's like having a coach who watches the video with me and highlights the important parts.
Exactly. Yeah. And it goes one step further even. So it doesn't just stop at summarizing. It actually suggests actions for you to take based on your goals.
Oh, wow.
It's called the goal-based actions prompt, which I think is super cool.
Okay, you're blowing my mind here.
Mm-hmm.
Give me an example. How would this work in real life?
Okay, so let's say your goal is that you just want to learn how to have better meetings at work, right?
It doesn't want that.
Exactly. I mean, come on. So you watch a video on effective meeting strategies. You tell Video to Wisdom that that's your goal. It will then analyze the video and be like, okay, well, here's what you got to do. You got to create a clear agenda before your next meeting. Or it might be try this thing called the 5-minute rule to keep everyone on track or something. It gives you these little actionable things that you can actually implement.
This is game-changing.
Yeah.
I'm already thinking about all the ways this could, revolutionize my workflow. But let's say I'm somebody who, I like to take things a step further, right? Like, can I integrate video to wisdom with other things that I'm already using?
Yes. And that is a great question because the answer is yes. And it's one of the things I think is so cool about it. It offers this really seamless integration for like what they call power users. So they have these things like AKI keys available, which might sound a little
I know
intimidating.
VI keys. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. That's a little techie,
It
but
sounds way more complicated than it is. So
sounds-
basically, think of API keys like they're little digital bridges, right?
yeah.
That let different apps and tools like talk to each other and share information.
Okay.
So in this case, it means you could connect video to wisdom to like other platforms you use already, like your note-taking app or, project management software, that kind of thing.
So I could like connect it to my Notion and it would just like put the information in my Notion.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Like imagine you're watching a documentary for like research for a project, right?
Right.
And like as you're watching, like key takeaways, definitions, even just like interesting quotes are like automatically like populated into this Notion database that you have for your project.
That's amazing. What about like automation? Can it like do it all for me without me even having to like think about it?
Totally.
Yeah.
And you can automate it, which is, I think, like the coolest part.
Yeah.
There are like platforms out there like make.com
Oh,
where you can actually connect video to wisdom to like, I think it's thousands of other apps.
right.
So you could literally set it up to automatically send those insights, from the videos you're watching to like, wherever they need to go without you having to do anything.
That's amazing. Okay. This is like officially next level stuff. I'm kind of blown away. I have to say, even as someone who like, I'm not always the most techie person, but this all just sounds so like intuitive, so easy to use.
Yeah.
It's like they actually thought about like how people learn best.
Right. It's really refreshing, I think. Like, it's definitely moving in the right direction, towards this, like, more mindful, active way of learning. Like, we're moving beyond just, like, passively consuming and actually, like, doing something with all this information.
Yeah, it's not just about like watching more,
Yeah.
right? It's about making it work for us, turning it into action.
Exactly, exactly. It really just makes you stop and think, Like, how often do we finish a video, whether it's like, something educational or just like entertainment, and then we just like immediately jump to the next thing and we don't even like,
All the time. Oh, yeah.
we don't even remember it. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, what was the point? So, but imagine if we could actually like harness all that,
Right?
right? Like that would be incredible.
Totally. It's an exciting time to be like learning new things. I think like with tools like this, it's like the possibilities are really becoming like kind of endless.
It's very cool. Something to think about next time we're, about to go down that YouTube rabbit hole. Thanks for the deep dive.